So creating content on our mobile devices has become a huge thing these days. Whether we're posting on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or even Snapchat, we use our phones for a lot of it. So today I'm going to be sharing with you all how I personally edit videos on my Galaxy S21 Ultra, my Note 20 Ultra, or pretty much any device that supports the app that I personally use. And for those of you who are new here, yes, every single video on this channel right here has been edited on a smartphone. Every single one. What's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any other videos like this one. Let's go ahead and get started. So the phone that I'll be using for this video right here is the Galaxy S21 Ultra along with the S Pen from the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. But like I said before, if you are able to get this editing app on your phone, it's going to work exactly the same. So let's go ahead and go into it. I got my editing apps folder right here, and I used to use an app called Power Director, which was a really good app, and I'm sure still is to this day, but for some reason, it was just giving me a hard time after a while. Once I started using footage from my Sony camera that I am currently recording on right now, I don't know, just for some reason, it wasn't able to handle that footage. So that's when I moved over to this app right here called KineMaster, which has been treating me very, very well. Let me go ahead and rotate my phone over. Now, once you jump into KineMaster, this is going to be the home screen that you are greeted with. Now, this app, KineMaster, could be downloaded straight from the Google Play Store, and I believe you can also download it on iOS devices as well. It is a free app to download. Now, while they do have a free version, they also have a paid version for, I believe I'm paying $4.99 a month. As you can see here, I am a premium user. If I click on that, it just lets me know you are a KineMaster premium user. But if you're using the free version, it is a little bit limited, and you also get a watermark on your videos. So if you're making videos a lot, and I mean a lot, whether it's for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, I really recommend this app right here. I mean, it's been working out great for me. I think the $4.99 a month is worth it if you're going to be editing videos on your phone full time. So again, this is going to be the home screen that you're greeted with. You got create new up here if you want to create a new project. Right below that, you have my project. So basically just showing you what I've worked on already on this device. You also have the asset store. You can follow them on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. And then they have other recommended apps here on the bottom. Over here to the left, you have their facts, what's new, and their settings. Now you're going to want to go into settings here because there's certain things that you can turn on that it's not going to give you the option to do so once you're into editing your video and ready to export your video. Media browser, full screen mode, you can turn that on or off. Audio browser, full screen mode, on or off. But what I like to do is go down, let me see, advanced and experimental settings. So I'm going to go down there, and they have tons of other stuff that you can basically turn on right here. So there's some videos that I do record at 60 frames per second and even upload at 60 frames per second. So if you don't have this turned on right here, allow export frame rate up to 60 frames per second, it's not going to give you the option to do so once you go and export your video. And then you can also turn it up to 240 frames per second, but there's a lot of experimental things on here, so you just kind of got to use it at your own risk, I guess you would say, because they're using the word experimental for a reason. It might not work, it might work. I haven't used any of this other stuff right here. All I turned on was unlimited video layer mode and allow export frame rate up to 60 frames per second. So let's go ahead and go into create a new project here. Now, once you click create a new project, it's going to give you different aspect ratios to choose from depending on what kind of video you're making. So if you're doing something more maybe for Instagram, TikTok, you have a 9:16 aspect ratio, a 1:1. You even have 4:3, 2.35:1, 4:5, 3:4, or 16:9. I always have it set at 16:9 because that is what I personally record at for my videos. And if you scroll down, you have photo display mode. So basically, if you're putting an overlay photo over your video, you can either choose to have it fit, fill, or face recognition. I don't know. I haven't really changed that since I've gotten the app. I always just keep it on fit. Now going down, you have photo duration. So this is basically a setting for when you do post those photos over your video. You can set the setting ahead of time on how long you want those photos to show. Of course, you can always change this while you're editing the video as well, but this is just to kind of so you don't have to waste time doing that during that editing session. This is just kind of like a pre-setting right here. And then you have the import project, which is in beta. I don't ever mess with any of that. So once I have that all set up and ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and click next right there up at the top right. And then you have all your folders right here that are going to be in your gallery. As you can see, I have nothing right here on my timeline. So once you want to start editing videos, this is how I do it right here. I go to wherever the footage is that I have recorded before, editing it, of course. So I'm gonna go into camera right here. So I went ahead and recorded a couple of clips before recording this video you guys are watching right now, just so I have something to mess around with and edit. So I know that these 5 clips right here are the clips that I specifically recorded for the video I am editing. So what I'm gonna do is just click on them in order. So it goes from right to left. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one. Click this one, this one, this one, this one. So as you can see, all you got to do is click it. You don't have to do no dragging down or anything like that. And then once you have your clips set up down there and ready to go, you can just go ahead and go back with this arrow up at the top left. And then I'm just going to go ahead and scroll back to the beginning of my video there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just press play here. You're gonna see me mess up on purpose in the beginning so I can show you guys how we can cut our video, because of course, when you're doing intros for videos, it doesn't always go the way you want it to or the way you plan. So there's some stuff you're gonna have to edit out. So this is how it turns out for me. Let me go ahead and press play here. Turn the volume up. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Just doing a quick little video. No, take 2. As you can see, I messed up right there. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. And here just okay. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Just doing a quick little video test. This isn't a video test. Record it. All right, take 4. 4 takes. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Here just recording. Oh my gosh. All right, take 5. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh. That's 30 seconds. Here just quickly doing a little. All right, take 6. Hey, what's up everyone, Josh Quinones here. Just recording a quick little video so we can be able to have something to use to edit. Okay, so I know that was my good take right there, and I saw that it started around 37 seconds, I believe, or 36 seconds. So I always try to keep track of the time right here while that's playing through, so I know where to go back and clip it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and scroll back a little bit right here. 6. Hey, what's up everyone, Josh Quinones. Okay, so was that take 6? Okay, let me scroll back just a little bit more. And I'm gonna pause it right after I say take 6 because I noticed that I started talking right after that. So I'm gonna pause it right on time. Here we go. All right, take 6. There we go. So I paused it right after that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just tap the video I have right there. And as you can see, some options come up right there. So basically what I want to do is get rid of everything to the left here because I know I don't need it. It's no good to me. So I want to get rid of that. So what I want to do is click on the scissors up here, and that's going to give me the option to either trim to the left of playhead, which will get rid of everything to the left, trim to the right of playhead, which will get rid of everything to the right in this specific clip, or I can split at playhead, which will split it down the middle in case there's maybe something that I want to get rid of in the middle and not the left or the right. I can split it right here. I can split it right here and get rid of that middle piece, or I can split and insert freeze frame. But like I said, I want to trim to the left of playhead. Boom, I'm going to click on that, and look at that. We now have our new intro. Let me play and see what it looks like. 6. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh, okay, so I still didn't get rid of some of that part at the beginning, so I'm just going to kind of scroll over a little bit. Let's go ahead and trim that little part, and let's see what this looks like. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Just recording a quick little video so we can be able to have something to use to edit for. All right, not too bad, not too bad. So now we have our new intro. We got rid of all the stuff where I messed up in the beginning. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of those other options that we have once we click on the certain clip right here. So we already went over the scissors. Now next to the scissors, we have these 2 little squares. If I click on that, it'll give you the option to be able to zoom in or zoom out, crop in, crop out. So say I want to crop into these lights right here. Let's just say I'm talking about the lights, just pretending here, talking about the light right there. I want to crop in. Let me go ahead and press the equal sign, and it's going to stay cropped in that whole time to that specific area if you do press the equal sign. As you can see, they both cropped in at that certain spot. So of course I don't want to do that, but let me show you what it's going to look like. Press play. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh. It's just going to look funny the whole time, as you can see there. So let's go back. Let's go ahead and fix that. So instead, let me go ahead and click on, let me take away the equal sign right here. Let me mess with the first clip. So what I can do, maybe I want to zoom out. I want to start zoomed in, and I want to end zoomed out, right? So that looks about good right there. I'll press the check mark. Let's see what that looks like. So it's going to start zoom in. Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. Just recording a quick little video. So it's a little hard to tell because I'm moving around, but as you can see, it's starting to zoom out on my face. But you know what? I don't want any of that, so I'm just going to leave it zoomed out on the full clip, as you can see there. Let me go to move this like that. That is good enough for me. Okay, next to that, we have the volume settings. So you can bring up the volume all the way up to 200%. You can bring it down to 0%. I'm gonna leave it at 100%. This, honestly, I don't know what that is, to be honest. So I don't ever mess with this one right here. And then we have the sound. Say you accidentally record all of your sound to the left side or all of it to the right side. Well, you have the option to move the whole left side to the center, the whole right side to the center, or maybe you want to move the right side to the left and the left to the right. You have the option to do that. You have the option to change the pitch. So you heard my voice right now. Let me change the pitch. Let me go up 2. Let's see what that sounds like.
Hey, what's up everyone? Josh here. A quick little video so we can be able to have...
So as you can see, it's kind of going to change your voice. It'll change the pitch of your voice. So I'm going to keep that on 0 right there. Press the check mark. All right, what do we have next? We have clip graphics. As you can see, you can pretty much add graphics to your video. So I only got a couple right here. You can select more if you want at the little store right here. There's a little store up there, which if you're a premium user, you can get them for free. But let's just work with what we have right here, travel and activity. Let's see, travel, we'll do travel accent. Let's see what that looks like.
Hey, what's up everyone? Josh, can you
Puts a little plane going across my face. But they have tons of different ones you can choose from. I really don't ever use those, to be honest, which is why I don't have any new ones down here. Never went into the store and got some, but you could if you want to go ahead and do that. And then we have speed settings where you can change the speed of your video. Of course, you can mute the audio, keep the pitch. Let's go back. You can reverse your video, rotate, you can mirror it. You have different color filters to choose from. So you have a bunch of basic settings here. Cold settings, low saturation, mono, vivid, warm. So say maybe you're doing some cinematic stuff and you just kind of want to change up the look a little bit. Obviously, it's not going to look good here, but say I want to pick that one. It's going to change up the look of your entire video. So they have tons to choose from when it comes to color filters. For now, I'll just keep it on none. You also have adjustments here, so you can adjust the brightness. You can adjust, well, let me put that back on 0. There we go. You can adjust the contrast, saturation, vibrance, temperature, highlights, shadows. Look at that. You can pretty much edit it exactly the way you want to. Honestly, I don't ever mess with this stuff unless I really, really have to. Let me go back. We have an equalizer. You can put a bass booster, a bass reducer. You can put a hip hop setting, jazz, natural pop. Definitely a lot right there for your EQ settings. Volume envelope, reverb, voice changer. You can add a vignette around your video like that. You can extract the audio, and then you have an information setting. So as you can see, you got a lot to work with right here when it comes to editing certain clips in your video. But let's go ahead and go towards the end here so we can move on to the next clip, and then we can go into transitions.
And let's work on a transition here. So I actually want to show you guys...
I'm gonna go back a little bit. Yeah, I think the rest of this was good.
Work on a transition here. So I actually want to show you guys my keyboard right here.
All right, so I think I ended keyboard right here.
My keyboard right here.
Go ahead and pause it there. Let's get rid of that. Trim to the right of playhead, and then we're moving on to the next clip.
All right, so check it out. We got my keyboard right here. This is the...
Again, all test clips. This is not a serious video that I'm editing. All right, so I'm gonna trim to the left of playhead again. Let's see what that transition looks like.
My keyboard right here. All right, so check it out. We got my keyboard right here. This is the Yamaha MX61 with 61 keys. Tons of amazing sounds on this keyboard.
Yeah.
If you're looking to make yourself some music when you're ready to power it on, we got the power button located in the back.
Okay, so there's that. Now, if you click on this little plus sign between both clips, if you click on that, it'll give you some transition effects. So you got chromatic zoom, you got shake it, travel and activity, text transition, cinema. There's a lot to choose from, and even more to choose from within the store. So if I go into the store here, you got a lot of transition effects. Look at this, all this stuff. You got action. Let that load up. Lots to choose from here. You got analog, color, cross split, graphic, liquid. So let's stick with action right here just for fun. Let's see. Let's go ahead and download Blink. So I'm going to download that. Shouldn't take long. It's installed. So if I go back to my video here, I will now have a Blink, which gives me 4 different ones to choose from. So if I click on that, it'll kind of give me a little sample of what it's going to look like. There's 3. kind of a slower blink, and there's 4. So let's go with 2. Again, this is just for fun. Obviously, it's probably not going to look that good. You can change the speed of it. So let's see if I want to change it to 1 second. Maybe 0.5, 0.6. There we go. We'll leave it at that. So that is the transition. Let me get out of here. All right. Click on the bottom. Let's go ahead and see what that's going to look like.
My keyboard right here. All right, so check it out. We got my keyboard right here.
As you can see, it happened very, very fast. And if you don't like it, you can always click on this right here, this little arrow going like this. That is basically the redo button. So if I want to go back, I can do it again. The undo button, click on it again, and you can pick another one, maybe chromatic zoom. Let's see if I pick that right there. Let's click the check mark. Let's see what that looks like. Press play. And that's basically what that's going to look like. Obviously, it doesn't work out for this little clip right here, so I'm just going to pick none. But that's just showing you guys how to be able to choose different transitions if you like using transitions going from clip to clip. And like I said, they got tons to choose from, not only here, but also in the store. So I have a part right here where I'm talking about the 61 keys.
MX61 with 61 keys.
So when I say that, I kind of want to throw up a little bit of B-roll. So I actually took another video of just showing the keys on the keyboard without any talking. I want to use that as an overlay over this part where I'm talking. So what you do now, if you want to be able to start throwing stuff over your video, this is where you click on layers right here. And then you got different options. You can put some handwriting, you can put some text if you want, stickers, effects, or media. So I'm going to click on media because that's where my video is. Go into camera right there, let that load up, and then I will pick this clip right here. Now you have the option to either put it at the top, the bottom, left, right. You can do whatever you want with it, but I want it right over this video. And it's nice because it gives you lines right here to let you know if it's center or not. So right there, it's about center, and then I can fill up the screen just like that. And then I also want to turn the volume down on it because I don't want to hear the volume from this clip. I want to keep the volume from my original. So let me go ahead and play this.
This is the Yamaha MX61 with 61 keys. Tons of amazing sounds on this keyboard right here.
And then I want to cut it right here. I'll cut the rest of the right part out because I'm not talking about the keys anymore. But did you see how quick that transition was? It's kind of like it just jumped into it.
MX61 with 61.
Look kind of sloppy, right? So maybe I wanted to fade in instead. You have an in animation. If you click on the layered clip right here, you got in animation, overall animation, out animation, chroma key. You can crop it, change the speed, reverse, opacity, color filter. You can basically edit it just like a regular clip. So, but what I want to do right now is go ahead and add a fade in animation. And then let me go back and then a out animation. We'll go ahead. Let's just do something different. Let's go scale down just for fun. Why not? So there we go. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like there. Let me go ahead and play it.
This is the Yamaha MX61 with 61
Look at that.
keys. Tons of amazing sounds on this keyboard.
And
right
boom,
here.
it's going to fade out and kind of zoom itself out. All right, let me go ahead and go to the end of this clip. And let me delete some of the end right here.
Loving the keyboard.
Okay, I know that one's gonna end right there. Boom, I know I don't need this. That was an accident. So I can just delete the whole thing by clicking the trash can over here at the left. If there's ever a clip, ever a picture, anything that you just wanna delete the whole thing of, you can just click on the clip and then click on the trash can. So now I have something else right here where we're gonna play with it a little bit. Let's see.
Keyboard. All right, so next I'm gonna show you guys a couple of...
Okay, so I started a little late. I think I started about right here. Let me trim to the left of playhead. See what that looks like.
Keyboard. All right, so next I'm going to show you guys a couple of canvases I have right here, getting ready to put them up on the wall. I got the flash over to the...
Okay, so right now I'm talking about the flash right about, let's see.
Flash over to...
Right about here. So I'm going to click on this. Now I'm going to split at playhead because I'm talking about the flash. So I want to crop in towards the flash since I'm talking about that. We'll split at playhead. Press play.
Over to the left, one of my favorite superheroes right there. Loving that canvas. The biggest one out of all of them.
And then I'm going to split it again because I know when recording this, I stopped talking about the flash right there. So I'm going to split it again. So this little clip right here is where I'm talking about the flash. So now I can go ahead and just zoom in. We'll zoom in right about there. I know it's not perfectly center, but it's a little closer to him. And then I'll press equal. See what that looks like.
Put them up on the wall. I got the flash over to
So I started it a little bit late. That's okay.
Out of all of them, and then you can kind of see Spider-Man right there.
Okay, let me go ahead and do Spider-Man now.
See Spider-Man.
Can kind of
See Spider.
Okay, so Spider-Man, let me split it again.
Spider-Man right there, right next to the Flash. Really cool little picture. And I got.
Go ahead and split it again. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this one. Equal. Boom. Let's see what that looks like.
One out of all of them, and then you can kind of see Spider-Man right there, right next to the Flash.
See how it cropped in, right on Spider-Man right there. And let's say for the rest of this clip, I kind of want to just pan from left to right. Well, you can do that doing the same exact thing. So if I want to zoom in right here, click on the bottom one. I can zoom in over here on Superman. Click the check mark. Let's see what that looks like for the rest of this clip.
Little picture, and I got Vegeta right there, right.
Look at how it's panning to the right.
And you can't really see it, but I also got Gohan going Super Saiyan right there in the back, right in back of Superman and Vegeta, and then of course.
So this whole little pan trick right here is really cool for, say you don't have a slider for your camera or you don't have the steadiest hands. If you want to just kind of record there for a little bit, just leave your camera still, staring at, basically recording whatever it is you want to record, and give that pan effect. That's all you have to do. You don't have to worry about physically moving the camera yourself. Just record in a certain spot for a little bit, and then you can zoom in and pan from left to right, right to left, up or down. That's just a little trick that I personally like to use because I don't have a slider for my camera. So kind of a cool little trick there that you can do within this video editor here. And then coming to the end, let me go ahead and clip out the rest of this. And here's my ending.
All right, so there it is, the end of this.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I really don't like the way I look in some of these frames.
Look. All right, so there it is, the end of this test video that I'm currently doing right now to show you guys how I edit.
And there we are. And then for pretty much for all of my videos, when I end them, I usually like to put a little end card. So I'll go to images here, just put a little blackboard right there. And that's where I will put my end cards and subscribe thing at the end of my YouTube videos. And this usually needs to be 20 seconds. So I'll extend it out until it says 20 seconds. Let's see, right about there. And then I usually add text saying thanks for watching. So that's what I'll do. I'll go to this plus sign right there, right in the middle of both clips. I'll go to layers, go to text, and you can put whatever you want. Thanks, it should pop up for me. Thanks for... Whoops, let me see, watching, and I'll put little exclamation points. And then you can make this bigger if you want. You can move it up, move it down. I like to move it up. And then I also like to add an animation to that. I usually do pop at 5 seconds. So that's what it's gonna look like coming in. And then I also like to add a glow. You can add a shadow, outline, glow, a background color. I usually do glow with a nice blue right here. And then you can spread it out so you can see like that. I usually don't spread it out so much. You can change the size of it. Boom. Click the check mark there, and then I can kind of just spread it for the whole 20 seconds of that clip. So let's see what that is going to look like. Press play.
Next time. Peace out.
Boom. Thanks for watching. I usually do capital letters, but that's all right. And then at this point, towards the end of my video as well, I like to add music. So let me go into my music here. I'll go to albums. I'll go to, let's see, where are my downloads at? Download. This is where I get all my copyright, or no copyright music from, I should say. And actually, if you're interested in where I get my music from, it's from a website called Epidemic Sound, which you can sign up free for 30 days if you want, using my link down in the description below. You can try it out for 30 days. If you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can cancel before those 30 days. But I'll have a link down in the description below. This is where I get all my music from. So let's go ahead and pick this song right here. See, press plus, and I pretty much already know where I want it. So I'm just going to click on it, or actually you can hold and drag it. So you can drag it wherever you want, depending on where you want the song to start. Pretty much want it right there. So when I'm talking, it'll come in.
Save the world. But yes, get ready to put all of these canvases up on the wall to give this office a whole better look. All right, so there it is, the end of this.
So as you can see, the music's a little bit louder than my voice. Let me go ahead and turn the volume down a little bit. Go to, I don't know, 48. Let's see.
Test video that I'm currently doing right now to show you guys how I edit videos
And there it is. And as you can see, I try to time the music to where the beat lands on right when it's switching the clips over. And you can kind of see the timing of the music right here in these lines down here. Might be hard to see on video, but here in person, you're able to see these lines right here, which will help you kind of find the timing in the music. And that's pretty much how I edit my videos personally. I mean, I'm sure there's so much more that you can do with this app. You can do voiceovers if you want. You got a little record button. So say you record nothing but B-roll and then you want to do a voice over that B-roll, just hit record. Hey, yo, recording this video right now. Yeah. So let's say, let me turn down the volume of the actual clip. Hey, yo, recording this video right now. Yeah. So you can see there, you can do a voiceover, you can add audio like I showed earlier. And yeah, so that's basically how I edit videos on my smartphone. There's so much you can do within this app right here. Again, the app is called KineMaster. Once the video is done and you are ready to export, there's a little arrow going up right here. You just click on that arrow. It'll give you the option to export in either 540p, 720p, 1080p, 1440p, or even 4K, 30 frames per second, 48, 50, 60 frames per second. I usually keep it on 30. Like I said, sometimes I'll go up to 60. You can do a low bit rate, high bit rate. I usually go high, press export, and boom, the video is exporting. As soon as it's done exporting and it saves in your phone, you can upload it straight to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is you are editing this video for, you can upload it straight to that once it is done exporting. And that is it. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. I know this was a bit of a long video, but again, this is more of a tutorial video. These videos do tend to take some time, but y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. Could you see yourself using this app? I will have a link for it down in the description below in case you want to check it out for yourself and, give it a try. I believe it is free for about 3 or 7 days. I don't know. I know it's free for a certain amount of days before you actually have to pay for it if you do want to get the paid version. But let me know your thoughts if you did like this video and find it helpful. Make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.